Wheels froze in the ground and flat. There's that old thing. Woo. Oop. All right, let's drag her out. Oh, that was easy. This thing sure comes in handy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, why is that like that? God. Oh, Shopmaster. 300 amp AC/DC, single phase. Constant current, constant voltage, AC. Then I got the high frequency converter arc starter box, so you can take aluminum, old school, 60 hertz old school. She's a unit. Okay, so here's the situation. I switched out my Miller Big Blue 500 for my Lincoln 305G, and now I got a call to go weld some aluminum, do an aluminum repair for a guy tomorrow afternoon. And well, my spool gun's not compatible with my Ranger. I knew this was a problem. My plan was to buy like a little inverter MIG welder and a spool gun that could run off of this for aluminum repairs, but well, that never happened yet. And I committed to going to help him, so I dug that out, and I'm going to see if I can run this off of the Ranger and run my spool gun off this and complete the repair. Does the Ranger have enough generator power to run this beast? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Girl contactors are when I first got it, this was all seized up. I had to spray oil on it and beat it with wood, so it's real stiff to switch your modes here. So I just had to pull the cover off because it was in CV, didn't notice, got to be in CC, so I had to switch it over. I just had to open the thing and kind of help beat it with a block of wood to get the contactors to contact. One other time I had a hard time getting this to work. I realized there was this little switch right here. See that little wheel? That little wheel. See on this side and the back side, there's like a little cam. It's gonna focus. It's like a little cam on the back side of the contactor there. And that cam engages a little wheel right here. Ooh, this is hard. Little wheel right there, and that operates that switch. So if you're between gears, it won't weld because that switch isn't engaged, and I had to just adjust that. So she can be finicky. So there, let's try it now. So I was having problems, it wasn't welding, and I just took that little switch and I just took a piece of wood on that switch and just pulled it open, pulled it all the way open. Well, I can't do it with one hand, but just pulled the switch open and released it, and it worked again. So that's just like a go, no-go switch in there. I'm just welding on steel with no shielding gas. I'm just testing the power output because I know this runs the spool gun good. So I'm just making sure the welder's got the generator power to run this, right? So I did those at 19 volts, 4 on the wire speed, and I ran them pretty well continuously. Barely stopped, just burp, burp, burp. And I put it up to 20 volts, 5 on the wire speed. I ran that, and no generator tripping issue. So if you can do 3 of those continuously, I think we're in good shape for tomorrow. So I'm going to pull these stupid wheels off that the previous owner put on. They're pretty much useless. Get this strap down, check to see if I have argon. I think I'm getting low, but anyways. Yeah, no gas on steel aluminum beads. I think I'm good to go for tomorrow. Okay, so that all seems good. I got 500 pounds of argon in my cylinder. That should be enough. It's just a transport trailer. It's aluminum deck trailer. So the side rails, the stake pockets, and the tie down rails are aluminum. And a forklift had busted some of the welds on the side of one of the side rails. So I'll just probably have to straighten that out and weld it. Might have to buy some aluminum flat bar or something, but pretty straightforward repair. Probably not going to get any video of that because the guy who owns the truck, he's a good guy, and he's always right in there helping. So I'm not going to be there with a camera posting his stuff online or nothing like that. So yeah, should be pretty straightforward. I think, well, too early to tell, but if I do the repair tomorrow fine with that Shopmaster running off their Lincoln Ranger 305G, that's good. I'll consider that a permanent solution. Then I'll just keep the Shopmaster handy. If I got to weld any aluminum, I could just load it on the back with the lift mower crane, and we'll be good. Don't got to buy any more equipment. Don't got to buy another inverter welder to run a spool gun, because them Lincoln spool guns are, yeah, they're pricey, and I probably got to get a box to run it off the welder. And I already have all that for my miller, so I don't want to buy it all over again. So I think I'm onto something here. I think I'm good. I created a problem that didn't need to exist by switching my welders, but it actually put my Ranger on for a very specific job, for a very specific type of work that hopefully supposed to come up. It might happen, might not at this point, but I did it for a good reason, and that overweighs my need to repair aluminum once in a while. So it was worth sacrificing my aluminum capabilities by taking my miller off, by putting my Ranger on. So I'll check in with you tomorrow evening after we get that job done and see how it goes. See how the old Shopmaster worked out. All right, it's the next day. I think he's all set up pretty well. I just got to show up and set up and get her done. He parked his trailer inside the shop, so hopefully I got enough reach for my spool gun. I'm not sure what location of the trailer the damage is at, but hopefully we're good that way. I'm just going to go see what I can do. So now, yeah, I got a nice aluminum setup again. That's great. So I had to repair 4 areas on that trailer. I got just a quick video clip of the first section I did. The rest went better because I had it cranked up hotter. And just a good job. It's a nice job. It's a freaking snow blizzard out. I just freaking started snow blizzarding out of nowhere. So that's cool. Didn't know it was supposed to snow today, but tonight. That's good, man. More snow the better. Snowmobile trails hanging in there. Been getting out snowmobiling quite a bit lately, so that's sweet. Yeah, man. Got that trailer all fixed up. That one's good. I guess that's all I got to talk about for right now. Talk to you later. Okay, so here's the setup from yesterday. Now that it stopped storming out. Shopmaster strapped to the back. And the top lid right now is only holding on by 2 bolts hand threaded. The rest of the bolts are under here somewhere, stuck to a magnet, because I did have to pull the top off and mess with it to get it to fire up yesterday, but that's okay. And the videos are kind of coming out in a different order because you'll probably see a video of this being completed before this video. So you see, right now I'm just in the process of fitting this shroud stuff on. You still got the protective plastic on top. The top isn't even on yet. That top part is only held on by vice grips right now. Here's my remote cables that came in handy because I got the cables to go to the reel, and these are just extra remote cables for working off the back. And I had this set up for aluminum, and he had one quick steel thing to weld, so it worked out good. I was able to plug my ground and stinger into there. Boom, did the steel job real quick without much setup. You see, don't get the propane there. Don't get the propane holder on there yet. So this is, so you probably already seen, or I probably already posted the video of me having this all dialed in with 305G on. This is actually the first paying job with the 305G since I've had the 305G on as my sole machine. Since I took off Big Blue, this is the first job with the 305G as the sole machine, and it was just acting as a generator to power this, so worked out really well. It definitely took me a little while to get dialed in to get this dialed in. At the end, I was at about 23 volts showing on the machine. See, showing about 23 volts on the machine. About 23 showing. So what it runs at versus what it says on the dial, I don't know how accurate that is, but I started off at 18 and just kept working my way up. I tacked at 18, that was clearly too cold. I did my first verts on that stake pocket at 20. Still felt real cold. I slowly started sneaking it up, and I ended up at the end, I was at 23 and 4 on the wire speed. I was kind of at the edge of asking for a bit more wire, so maybe like 4 and a bit, 4.5 maybe, and 24 would probably be a good setting. But now I got her figured out. Got one job under my belt. I have aluminum capability again without needing to buy more equipment. I do have a high frequency arc starter box for this, so I can do the old school 60 hertz high frequency TIG with aluminum because it says AC. And I can run my suitcase off this, but I can run my suitcase off the Ranger too. I have dual head wire feeder for this, so anyways, fully got all the capabilities. We're just strapping that bad boy on the back, powering it with the Ranger. That's sweet. So I'm going to dig out that cart that this thing was on and put new wheels on it because those wheels are just don't hold air and they went flat. The rims are all flimsy and they bend. So I'm going to get that cart fixed up before I unload this, get that put away, and then super cool. So this is actually a cart that I built. I put this cart together in a hurry one time to put my 305G on to work in a building. So I had to be able to roll it around inside the building and pick it up between the floors with the zoom boom. So I threw this cart together just like in a hurry for that. And it worked for that job, but these wheels barely lasted the job. The rims got all bent, the wheels got all wobbly. So after setting for, I don't know, a year or two or something indoors, these tires decided to get rotten and just not hold air at all. One holds air, the other 3 don't. So I was looking at flat free tire options. I've seen a few places that had them, similar size to this, but this stuck out one side and the other side and all of them were flush, like for a wagon with like a through axle. So I gotta find something like this or see if the other type will work with just a pipe spacer. Here's the bolt, pretty specific bolt. So I might take this wheel and this axle into a wheel place and see if I can come up with a nice solution, a nice flat, free, easy rolling tire for this. So then I can roll that around on, or if I have to put the Ranger on it for certain jobs, I can. Yeah. So I came up with this. It's a hard foam tire, flat free, and then I got a bushing in here. So these tires, right, that sticks out one side and that side stitched in. Not like that one where it sticks out both sides. So then I found these category 1 and 2 tops. So that's a top link bushing for your 3-point hitch in your tractor, for that top arm link. That's what those bushings are. So I just bought 4 of those. They're a hair shorter than on the original, like this part, just a hair shorter. If you slide it all the way over, you see you still got lots of clearance there. Still got to tighten this up, but I think that's going to work just great. I think these are supposed to be rated for 300 pounds a piece. And that Ranger, I think, weighs about 600 pounds, so that's really what, 150 pounds each if the load's evenly distributed. So, yeah. We'll get her together. Oh, yeah. Pushing. Oh, yeah, see? Push it over that way. Good clearance, pretty much perfectly centered. Not bad. Yeah. Cool. These are going straight in the garbage. One hole's there, but the rim's all bent. Garbage. Got a bolt. Got to do a little archaeological dig here to find my welder panel bolts. Put them on one. Oh yeah. No. Hello, bolts. Hello. Hello, bolts. They're here. They're here. Put that on, anyways. Oh yeah. Well, that's a wrap. One. What I'm going to be doing, or when it's going to be, or where, I don't know, but that's all part of the fun of it, isn't it? Take care, guys.